What's up, YouTube? So today I have 3 games for you: a win, a loss, and a draw. As if you can see right here, I played a women's FIDE master. I actually played her twice. I drew the first one and lost the second one. Although I should have won the first one and probably drew the second one, but that's what happens. And I have a third game. It was pretty short, but I want to show the emphasis on why theory can be important. Now, I don't know a whole lot, but there is one opening I do know the theory of, and it showed in this game. So before I get into this, make sure you subscribe, like, comment if you enjoy, and now I'll go over the game. So here's the first game that I was able to draw. See the accuracies? It was about 84 each. I should have won though. As you'll see, I got her with a tactic, but I just completely blunder a piece later where it makes it almost irrelevant that I got that. But they go knight to f6, I go pawn to e3, pawn to c5, pawn to c3, knight here to c6, and bishop to d3. Now here, at this point, this is a rapid game also. I usually play blitz, but I have a chess tournament this weekend, so I wanted to play a slower time control. But at this point, I feel confident. Recently, I've been playing the London, and someone will try and break it up early, and I'm starting to figure out how to counteract that, and I just don't think I can do it in blitz, but given the time, I think I will be able to, so I wanted to, do it. But she doesn't have a super aggressive style. She goes bishop g4, I go knight to f3, pawn up, and after knight to d2, knight b to d2. I like, again, just love my position. This is a normal setup you want for London, the triangle, and this is not the Jobava London. The Jobava London is with the knight on c3, so this is the difference. I do want to learn that as well. But with the tournament tomorrow, I don't think I should learn a new opening. Play the one that I have some experience in is my thought. But I should go pawn here to h3 instead. I considered that, but I thought developing made a little more sense, and that's why I went for it. They take the pawn, which I knew was not the best move because I played this opening so many times. She goes bishop to d6. I go bishop to g3. She castles. I castle. Now, this is an inaccuracy. And I actually thought this was the right move. And I couldn't remember because I don't know if any of you have seen the London system. But there actually is a way. Actually, I want to just show this. It'd be easier to show than tell. So if you go here, and then say I went here, here, here. Oh wait. Say I go here and then here. Here is actually fine. It's not, and you want them to take in this position. But in this position, obviously, it's a little bit different where you're the one who's supposed to take. And I couldn't remember if I could only do that because it was the opening or it was just a general rule. So I didn't take and I was wrong. I was right that I should have just taken. But I go up here to a4 to stop b5. I don't want them to roll down the board because they have a minority attack right here. They could roll down here to b4, which it would not be very good for me. It would not be good. It will mess up my whole pawn structure. It'd be like you're building up to something, like say you're doing a math problem. I know that's probably a bad example, but if you're doing a math problem and you have all the baseline equations and then someone comes in, it erases all the equations. Like it's good you have them, but this, boom, this error can come. I think code maybe is a better example because I was just coding. And it's just an error here. You don't want them to go to b4. Bad analogies. I'll work on them. So yeah. Anyways, they go rook here to d8. I take the bishop. They take with the queen. I go pawn here to h3, kicking the bishop away. Bishop goes back to h5. Pawn here to g4. Bishop go back. And knight here to e5, setting up a trap. Now, it ends up working. I think she was just moving a little too fast. Honestly, she's a master. So I can't imagine that my trap was just that good. She couldn't mess up. But she takes the knight. The reason this is wrong is because pawn captures. You see, we have right now in this snapshot of the game, we have equal material, right? Equal. Attacking the queen, attacking the knight. This is a fork. This bishop is hanging, which is why she did it. Her idea was to remove a defender. Because if you see, the bishop is undefended because of the knight blocks the queen. This knight's one thing that protects it. So basic chess principles remove the defender. However, because this is a fork, I can take and then take the knight. So you may wonder how I don't win this game. She's a master, and so I will say that. That's some of it. And I just didn't know how to accurately defend. Here, queen was better. I couldn't tell. I didn't know. As you see, I spent 11 seconds. In that time, I could not figure out if rook to f1. Queen here was better. And I decided to go there and then queen there. So I did think both moves made sense, but my order was a bit inaccurate. To take the pawn, I go queen here to e3. This is a move I spent a while on. I didn't love my position. This pawn is being attacked. This is being putting pressure on. And also, my knight guards this square. And if they get the rook in, they're attacking a lot. So I wanted to go for it to try and protect everything on the third rank and still touch the knight here on the second rank. They go pawn forward. I go rook over. I take this pawn, and I'm completely winning. And it is just quite annoying. And I go queen a7. This is brilliant. This is heartbreaking to see that I was doing well, but I just have a blunder in here. I take, queen drops back when I should have given a check to one. Oh, Oh my goodness, because here, king, and now, oh, I probably would have won. Because now I'm protecting knight and attacking. Yeah, I just missed that. I did not see it. I just want to get back. Yeah. I find the best move still, and the blunder comes soon. F captures, and I'll king to h2. Now this is actually, I actually think I come back after this, and then I blunder again. But king to h2 is a huge issue. I should have went here instead. I couldn't tell the difference. What if they check here, king g3? So then what are the best moves? So if I go king h2, now, oh, but she doesn't do this. So yeah, I would say I'm pretty sure she doesn't win because of king h2. Yeah, she takes with the pawn. Yeah, I mess up again. So I go knight back here to f1, blocking the queen. There's a checkmate here if you couldn't see, which I wanted to avoid. I did not want to get checkmated. She gives a check, king over, check again, and I'm offering a queen trade. If we queen trade, I'm going to win, which is why she avoids it. She goes away, and it makes sense because right now she has all the initiative. They have 4 pieces, albeit 2 of them are pawns. They are attacking my pretty weak king. There are no pawns here. All my pawns are on the side of the board, but this knight is the difference here. And remember that. The knight is the difference. I move my knight here to e3 to drop the rook back. Queen forward, queen over. An important thing here is I can't move the knight because I moved the... Oh, wait, I can? What if they go? Rook f3. Oh, didn't I? Well, look at me. I clearly did not understand the position well enough. I thought I could not move the knight. They go queen here to d6. I drop queen back. This, I do know it's true. You don't want to... This is still winning after this. Well, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. But in the game, without having a lot of time, I didn't think letting the queen in made sense. Offer a queen trade, move knight to f5. And here, just... I was winning. And I throw the game away. And I don't quite get it back. I should have went queen here to 8. And I was looking at the right square. That's the part that hurts. King g8. And then queen h5. Yeah, this hurts. This definitely hurts. I was thinking about it too much. I was like, oh, I can actually win. Like, you ever get excited playing a game? Like, oh, I'm playing a master. I got it. Rook over. I'm looking in, but I just dropped the knight. I'm still able to draw, so I guess I'm still happy that I didn't lose. Because you see, I'm minus 2.4, and I figured out a way to defend. I lose that. I take with the king. I run my king over. They actually should have won, but she messes up lower on time. And this is a draw. It is unfortunate because I don't know how to draw a rook and pawn endgame, really. I get the basic idea. You don't want to trade the rooks off, but this was wrong, I think. Oh no, that's the best move. But I guess it's the eval bar saying to draw. And after this, pretty easy for me to draw, is I do know how to draw a king and pawn without opposition. So that's the first game. I drew a master. I should have won though, as you saw. It feels good to have been competing with her, but I didn't. It doesn't matter if I don't win. So, yeah. Here's the second game where she exemplified why she is a master. See the accuracy difference here, 90%, and it was a pretty long game too. Yeah, on a 55 move game. Very impressed. I will say, I do just mess up, but where she messed up, I didn't capitalize. She capitalizes, so that's the difference. So we start off with the queen's game in decline. We both know what we're doing here. This is all book, and then knight here to e4. I guess technically last book move is bishop to h4. So the first 8 moves, we both know what we're doing. I played this quite a lot. If you see my channel, you know that I love the queen's game in decline. I get here in knight c4. This move I actually calculated. So this, as you see, the time difference here. So this all was blitzed out, and I spent about 40 seconds here to go knight to e4. The reason I calculated this making sense, I considered queen here, but it just felt, I want to see the evaluation. Felt like there were just some issues with it. My queen felt out of place. Now the bishop is kind of undefended. The knight can go there. Like, this is not really weak. It's an inaccuracy. So I was right to not go there. And the reason 94 is so good, if they were to take, you can just do this. And then if they take, you will take the bishop. And then obviously they're not going to do that. So here, bishop captures, queen captures, not lose the queen. And then bishop drops back. And then you have this advanced pawn. This bishop has squares to go to. And you'll see this light square bishop is actually why I lose. We trade. And I go f5. Now this is the mistake. And I don't think I equalize from this point on. Except, no, I do. But I blundered twice. This is the first one. And this one does not end up really mattering. Bishop f5 was better. I didn't go here because of knight to here. But I must be missing something. Knight x g3. Xx g3. Oh yeah, I'm missing something. It just looked bad. I didn't calculate that enough. So I went F5 instead because you see if they were to go here, although I know this is the wrong thought process, just explaining what I was thinking. They go here now, my thought was, well, this is protected versus the bishop going there. The bishop can't protect the bishop because the bishop is there. So that was my thought process, but it was flawed, obviously. So I went F5, they castle, I castle. Queen here to C2, knight here to D7, rook slides over, and queen here to G5. Now, queen and G5 was a move that I don't remember correctly, I took a while. It took me 33 seconds. I was deciding between here and queen here. The reason I went queen here, ultimately, I thought this pawn was a bit misplaced and weak, and I wanted to eventually push it to F5 to trade it off. However, I do that, and it ends up being wrong. They go knight here to F4. I'm on another mistake, but I don't believe I lose because of this. They advance, I trade, and knight here to H5. I'm losing minus 1.1 right now, but knight to H5 was almost required, I would say. There's really no other option. The knight has to try and trade itself off. Going knight to E8, I mean, just not very pretty. Honestly, that's not what you really want to do. Not what I want to do, so I do not. We trade knights. They go pawn to E4, trade, take, and after bishop here, and I actually go bishop to E6 next move. So I realized that I should have went there. But I'm doing okay. Like, it says minus 1.2, but as you see, after a couple moves, oh no, I'm still minus. So I was right that I don't ever get it back from when I'm at F5. I thought I was right, and I changed myself, and I should have stuck with my gut. And this is the blunder. So I actually thought we were going for repetition here, and I just completely miss queen C2, and I have to sack a pawn, and sacking a pawn against a master. Now, when I was up, she's a master. When I'm down, she's a master. So I'm a little bit outskilled here. I know what the rating says, but maybe it's also a little bit psychological. But I try for a break, and it gets stopped very quickly. She also rematched me, so that was like a confidence. It was like, wow, a master. Felt I was good enough to run it back with. But as you see, she just completely dominates endgame. And here, I just resign, as there's no way to come back. This pawn is anchored. This will never promote. The king can easily take it. That is not how king moves. Easily take it, and then it's game over. So that's the first two games. And the last one is kind of like a cherry on top. It's much shorter. I actually played this in the chess club against one of my friends, and it was cool. Like, it was theory, and I played the theory wrong there, but I know it here. So this is the one. I don't know what this opening is called, but I do know the D4 E5. It doesn't work on me anymore. I put it in the engine because I kept losing. Because I would do this, and then I would go here, which is a blunder because of bishop B4. So this is just, as you can see, you see the EVO, it's -4. Like, it's completely in black's favor. I kept losing to it, so I finally put it in the engine, and I know it's a knight C3, bishop here, rook to B1. I know the moves for this. I probably know like 10 or 11 moves in this. Like, let's see. If it's here, then it's, I'm not looking. I think it's 95. And then here, no, if they take, then it's queen takes, and then king here. And then it could go, you could either go E4 or queen here. I think this is better. And then here. No. That's wrong. Here. Yeah, I know this line. So I go here, but they take with the queen. As you can imagine, it's a pretty short game after. I think they may have saw a checkmate is what they were looking at. Because there's only, or maybe not checkmate. There are only 2 blocking moves. I mean, this is, yeah, that's not good at all. But this is what I play. So it blocks it. I castle. Trade some pieces off. I was fine with this exchange. It wasn't ideal, but after this, because if they do take the king is F1, we're equal material, but it's knight, rook, and pawn for queen, because the rook and bishop cancel, and that's simply not enough. Like, I would eventually, and this is also hanging. Like, this is winning. This is like the Evo bar says, but it's probably even more than this. This is best play. I don't know how many people are playing best play in this position from black, but if they did, it would have been impressive. But, we get here. I take some pawns. They go for some attack. They go for discovery. It actually doesn't even matter. I could have just went rook over, but I get out of it altogether. Go king to G3. They drop their bishop back, and then here they resign. So, yeah, those are the 3 games I played today. I will play more later on stream, because this should post prior to my stream. So I have a class, and I'll stream after that class, more than likely. Probably playing rapid, as I have a tournament tomorrow, and I want to play a little better than Blitz. But yeah, those are the games. Thought it was cool to play a master. I'm sure that'd be the title and why you clicked on. If you made it this far, please subscribe, please support. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, have a good one.